Remember, the YouTube ads feed the ducks. Good morning, everybody. It's June the 8th of the Duck Adventure Hatch, and it's happening. Today is officially day 28, and they're hatching. And look at this little guy here looking at us. They're going to switch over to the mic here. Oh yeah, and the condensation you see in the window is because the room is really cool. I left the window open last night for fresh air to help feed the incubator, and so the room is a little bit cool. Incubator's warm as could be. I checked the panel here, and it didn't fluctuate, like 3% and 0.3 degree. So I built a pretty good hatcher here, even with a cool room. The temperature stayed the same, and the cool room is because that's what's happening. Is we're getting condensation right at the bottom where the cold air is hitting the glass. So there's so many here. Hang on, let me get the camera with the mic hitched up so that you can hear them. I don't know, I was talking while I had the mic on. I haven't even heard any footage yet of if I can talk and you can hear me through the glass while I'm talking. So this is all new to me, so I don't know what the equipment's doing. But they're hatching, so today's the big day. This is when we should have a big explosion of ducklings today. It should be interesting. Should be interesting. I got everything ready down there. I got the heat on. The nursery's completely set up. So I'll take you down later on today, and I'll give you a shot of that. What an exciting day on the duck adventure! I'm going to take you down to the barn here. Well, I'm going down because I need to go down. So I thought I'd take the camera, and I'll show you what I did yesterday. But I'm coming down. The reason I'm coming down is 6 a.m. right now, and it's still pretty cool. I want to see what the temperature is in here because I left everything running last night. I've got the big heater on. I've got the heat lamps on, and I've got the little swimming pool set up to start off with here. Oh, I come in, it's nice and warm. Alright, it's ambient temperature. Okay, so this is what I'm going to screw up my international viewers. Well, my American viewers are going to like this. I keep track of the temperature in the brooder air in Fahrenheit. So I incubate in Celsius, and I do the Fahrenheit, and that's just because the last 3 years, that's the way all the instructions I've gotten have been about how what the temperature has to be, and it's 95 degrees the first week, 90 the second week, 85, 80. It's so sort of that's how it's got burned into my head. But right now it's in here. I'll show you what I've done. I'll get the better camera view so you can take a look here. I've got the barn completely cleaned out. I washed it all up. It set up little different areas for different ages. This was the side that's going to get filled first. So I'm using kiddie pools. So obviously that water's going to be lower. But I'm going to put about 200, 225, whatever we get today, 50-50 into each kiddie pool. They're going to stay in the kiddie pool for 2 days to 3 days until they get a little bit bigger. Then, as soon as the first 2 days is done, 3 days tops, then they're going to be let loose in this side with straw. It's going to be all straw, and this is the section that they get. Now, the reason they're getting on this side first is because they are going to be the first ones to go outside. So I figured I was going to put them right close to the door. Now, this small section here, this is for when I hatch the Muscovies. Because they're going to be 1 week off. I'm going to have 1 week off trays. So this is where 63 ducks are going to, basically get big enough before they get introduced to everybody else. And this side here is for, I'll just open it. This here is for next week's flock. Or next week's hatch. They're going to be on this side. And I'll put the 2 swimming pools on this side. And they'll live in the swimming pool for 2 or 3 days, and then they'll be let loose free on this side in straw until they get big enough that they can be introduced to their brothers and sisters, which are a week older. So it's because of the different ages, we have to introduce them, and as they get a little older and they get a little stronger. But you can't very well have a week-old duckling with a day-old. Day-old won't do too well. So you got to at least give them a chance to get some strength and some size. So this is the multi-stage. We've turned the barn. The barn's a very useful place here. This chloroplast, it cleaned up so nice. I'm so happy the way it cleaned up. It's damn near looks like a duck has never been in here. But it's very warm in here, and really dry actually because of electric heat. But that's what the inside. That's what I was up to yesterday. So I'm gonna go back upstairs and I'm gonna go up and have my coffee and look at some duckling action. Okay, it's around noon right now. It's actually, I think it's like 12:15. So I'm gonna give you a shot of what is transpiring here. A lot of ducklings, a lot coming out of the shells. It is pretty cool looking. Doug's really interested. He's he's taken a serious interest in these guys. I actually had to open up the door here and this morning and fill it up with water. And I managed to do it really fast. The humidity didn't drop down for it was maybe 5 minutes and was right back up again. But Doug had his head right in the incubator with his head inside of a tray, smelling the ducklings. Like he is, the chirping's driving him nuts. But it's a curiosity. It's really funny. I have a really good feeling about Doug and the ducklings. So, but I'll give you. I'm gonna put the mic on the interior mic on here so you can hear what's going on in here. They're noisy. Well, as you can see, we've got a serious burst of activity here, and it's getting, every time I come back here, there's more and more of them have broken through. So I gotta go out and cut my lawn today. Unfortunately, I gotta get that done because tomorrow I'm getting my neighbor's tractor and I gotta start my garden, plus I gotta move the ducklings. So we got a lot of things doing here on the Duck Adventure this weekend, but the hatch is happening. So I'm going to come back in about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I'll do another video, and we'll just keep doing an update today. So probably today's video is going to be probably about 40 minutes worth of duck hatching when I finally publish it onto YouTube for you guys. Duckling overload. They're so cute. God, when I got the ducklings last year, anybody that watches last year's video, go back and you'll see how big they were when I got them. I can't believe how small they are. Even the ones that hatched yesterday, I can't believe the size they are today. They're growing just by the absorption, of the yolk, how they can grow so strong, and blows me away. Oh yes, last night Cindy and I were on the lake. We went out for a ride in our Tesla electric boat here, and I saw something. Cindy saw something cross the lake. We went over to it, and it turned out it was a baby mallard duck, the same size as mine, but out in the middle of the lake by itself. We left it alone because Mother Nature. I'm not going to screw with it. But it turned out, a whole bunch of seagulls came in, and there was about 20 seagulls later on, and I got a hunch they got it. But right in the middle of the lake, a baby rowan, the size of mine right now, the size of these. This is how big it was out in the lake by itself, swimming in the lake. So it's like, just to give you an idea of how tough ducklings are. I'm going through all this this pain to make sure the temperature's right, the humidity's right, and they're going to go down to the barn where the temperature's right, and everything. And here last night, I see this little tiny duck, like maybe 2 days old tops, swimming in 80-degree water out in the lake. And the water, when she was swimming and she was diving and it was coming back up, and you can see the water going off its back from the oil on it naturally. So Mother Nature ducklings are much stronger than these. But I couldn't believe right in the middle of the lake last night. So, and of course I didn't have the camera. We didn't have any cameras with us last night, which would have been just awesome footage to see this little ruin. He looked just like a little ruin, but he's a mallard. But God, they're cute. All right, I'll give you an update later on. Doug's checking out his new babies. Doug is really interested in his new babies. He's so excited. He's been going back and forth every chance he gets. He's coming over here and he puts his nose right tight to the glass. I hope his interest is as in an affection, not nummy-nums. So, we're going to soon find out tomorrow. We're going to the barn with them, and Doug is going to be exposed tomorrow. It's the big day. Okay, it's about 5:25 in the afternoon now. I'm going to give you the mid-after, late afternoon update here on the ducklings. There's been more and more are breaking through, more and more are pipping. 2 goose eggs now are pipping, and actually, a bunch of my neighbors. It's been a pretty steady flow of people here today coming over to check this out, and the goose eggs were moving for them. I didn't get any on video, but we actually had a rocking goose egg. So I'm going to get the mic plugged in here, and I'll give you a shot. Hello everybody, it's about 9:30 right now at night. and they're hatching. There's a lot of them that have hit through that are just now breaking through. So it's the end of the day 28. So I'm hoping. Well, I'm not hoping. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be cleaning this out. But Doug is very, very interested in it. That was him making the noise. He scratched on the door here. He really likes the duckies. So I'm going to hitch up the camera here for you with the mic, and you can hear what's going on. Alright, that was Doug at the end of the video there. He's seriously interested in the birds. Look at this. He is just mesmerized by them. The dog, tomorrow is going to be really interesting in the barn when we get them out and he gets to see them. He's definitely a duckling dog. So that's the update for today.